It is a new era for the Auburn Knights football program. Jose Harris will be the team's next head coach. He says he wants to change the narrative of opponents coming to the Castle on Fridays just to get a victory over the Knights. Harris says the first thing he will do is change the culture to rebuild the Knights team, have a solid foundation, create standards, and then work from there. He adds they are rebuilding to compete in the Nick 10 and envisions the Knights in contention to win conference titles around 3 seasons from now. He says there's already excitement ahead of the 2026 season. At least 10 students told him today they want to be team managers.